Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from Group C, Peak Performance. The company we choose is Apollo Food Holding Berhad. My name Nur Hakimah binti Ahmad alias Cik Ahmad. Nombor metrik 265694.
My name is Nurul Izazi binti Abdul Hamid. My metric number is 265774.
My name is Nurul Atirah binti Muhammad Rashidi. My metric number is 262904.
My name is Nur Farhana Azwani binti Ishaq. My metric number is 267982.
My name is Nurul Najhah binti Muhammad Jamaluddin. My metric number is 268017.
Hello, I'm Nurul Amirah binti Muhammad Rosdi, metric number 265740.
This is outline of our presentation. First, I will explain about internal factors. Background of the company. Apollo Food Holding Berhad was established on 5 March 1994 and is headquartered in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. Apollo Company is a subsidiary of Keynote Capital Sdn Berhad. Apart from selling food product, company Apollo Food Holding Berhad has been divided into two segments, which is segment 1 is investment holding that provide its subsidiaries with management services, and segment 2 is manufacturing, marketing and distribution. There are total of 24 products that have been released by Apollo Food Holding Berhad, of which 21 products are from wafers and 3 products from layer cake, have been entered in several countries such as Taiwan, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Singapore, Vietnam, China, Maldives, Japan, Hong Kong, Mauritius and India. The Apollo company has a total of 764 employees. Apollo Food Holding Berhad has also achieved several milestones and achievements that make the name of Apollo Food Holding Berhad proud, namely awarded in Platinum category award administered by Business Initiative Director in 2012, and also the winner of the International Diamond Prize for Excellence in Quality in the Gold category awarded by European Society for Quality Research, Belgium in 2013. Mission of the company. The Apollo Food Holding Berhad website does not state their company's mission. Therefore, we will create a new mission for the company because the mission is very important for a company, and it is also important for the public to see clearly what the company wants to achieve with the existence of this company to attract people to look at the company. So the new mission for the Apollo company is to provide a variety of flavor, layer cakes and wafers to make customer pleasure with high quality raw materials. With this mission, it is very clear that the Apollo company must always renew and diversity the existing confectionery to always attract customers to always buy the product produced by the Apollo company and always remember the Apollo brand. Vision of the company. Company Apollo Food Holding Berhad has a vision in its company, which is to always fulfill the customer's need and requirements by using the latest equipment and technology. Apollo's company vision is clear and has a great vision to achieve when it comes to meeting customer needs and using the latest technology, where not all companies want to take the risk to constantly renew used company equipment as long as it is not damaged, because the equipment used is very expensive and it takes a lot of capital to buy it. Therefore, by having this clear vision, we can see that the Apollo company always prioritize its customers and the product it produces are more quality. Objective of the company. Apollo Food Holdings Berhad has a deep desire to continue to maintain a quality management system and to continue to improve its effectiveness by using world-class manufacturing machinery. In addition, the Apollo company also has a clear objective where the company wants to produce quality products by using quality raw materials and quality packaging. The next objective is to identify the customer's needs and try to meet the desires customer satisfaction. The last objective is to always ensure that the company always has a quality assurance procedure and obtains halal certification. Our group will list 2 additional objectives to the Apollo company for improvement to its company objective. Among them is to retain talented and potential employees. Most companies don't care about potential and talented employees. This situation will give disadvantage to the company itself when not taking care for its potential employees. A company can provide remuneration to potential employees such as salary increase or job promotion and take care of potential employees and not release these potential employees to other companies, because it is very difficult to find potential employees nowadays, and with such objective will encourage the workers to be the best of the best. The second additional objective is to always create brand awareness to the public. This COVID-19 situation has seen a lot of business done online. Through the online, a company can introduce to the outside world and the public about the existence of its company, even though its company has been known to many others. The company needs to continue to ensure its company name is always active and better known by the public, and this is where people will see the company. This is a great, even though it has been known, but always active online like social media to get attention from people to buy its product, and people will buy it if they will always see this brand always appear in the social media.
I will continue the presentation with the Board of Director of Apollo Holding Berhad. First, for Executive Chairman, Liang Cheng Hem, 71 years old, male and Singaporean. Second, MD and Non-Independent Executive Director, Liang Kim Po, 60 years old, male and Singaporean. Third, Independent Non-Executive Director, Fu Sui Em, 64 years old, female and Malaysian. Next, Independent Non-Executive Director, Khalid bin Hasbullah, Malaysia. And lastly, Independent Non-Executive Director, Johnson Kandasani anak lelaki David Nagapan, 60 years old, male and also Malaysian. Okay, next, for key managers for Apollo Holding Berhad. First, Production Director, Liang Kim Tae, 67 years old, male and Singaporean. Second, Technical Director, Liang Tong Guan, 41 years old, male and Singaporean. Next, General Manager, Production, Min Ka Ming, 55 years old, male and also Malaysian. And lastly, Senior Accountant, Tan Sui Eng, 52 years old, female and Malaysian. Okay, next, company structure. Affiliation of Apollo Food Holding Berhad include Apollo Food Industries Sdn Berhad and Hak Wat Food Industry. Both of them are subsidiaries of Apollo Food Holding Berhad. While Hak Wat Food Industries Sdn Berhad operates as a holding corporation, Apollo Food Industries Sdn Berhad develop manufacturers and trade chocolate confectionery, good compound chocolate and cake product in Malaysia.
For financial analysis, there are current ratio. The current ratio for Apollo Food Holding Berhad from 2019 to 2021, we could analyze that in 2019 the company got 15.71 times, while in 2020 it increased and higher than 2019, and 2021 where it got 19.65 times and decreased again in 2021 where the company only got 11.14 times. Thus, it can be seen with a volatile rate where it's 2020 it increases and decreases in 2021, but is still in control because it is more than one, indicating that Apollo company is still in control, although there is a slight decrease, but the debt is still payable because it is still above one. Second, the quick ratio. From the table, the quick ratio for Apollo Food Holding Berhad from 2019 to 2021, we could analyze that in 2019 the company got 14.11 times, while in 2020 it increased where the company got 15.06 times and decreased in 2021 where the company got only 10 times. Thus, it can be seen where volatile rate where is 2020 it increases and decreases in 2021, but is still in control because it is more than one, indicating that Apollo company is still in control, although there is a slight decrease, but the debt is still payable because it is still above 1 and is able to settle short-term loans quickly. Third, there is cash ratio. From the table and the graph, the cash ratio for Apollo Food Holding Berhad from 2019 to 2021, we could analyze that in 2019 the company got 10.64 times, while in 2020 it increased where the company got 11.88 times and decreased in 2021 where the company got only 7.8 times. Thus, it can be seen with volatile rate where it is In 2020, it increased and decreased in 2021, but is still in control because it is more than one, indicating that the Apollo company is still in control. Although there is a slight decrease, but the debt is still payable because it is still above 1 and is able to settle short-term loans quickly. Moreover, having a cash ratio greater than a value of 1 indicates that the company has a sufficient period to settle the debt. There are return on assets. From the table and the graph, the return on asset for Apollo Food Holdings Berhad from year 2019 to 2021, we could analyze that in 2019, the company got higher percentage, which is 6.58%, while in 2020, it a little bit decreased, where the company got 5.38%, and in year 2021, the company got increased again and get 6.65% compared in year 2020. Thus, it can be seen that the percentage of return on assets in Apollo company is a good, because a good return on asset is when it get 5% and above, where it shows the company is efficient in handling profits. Although the company Apollo gets in the range of 5% to 6% only, it shows the Apollo company is still showing good performance, because Apollo is asset heavy, because it is a manufacturer compared to the tech companies, where a good percentage for tech companies is 20% and above, because it has a light assets. So here it is clear that even though Apollo has a low percentage, Apollo company is still efficient in handling his company's assets. The fifth is return on investment. From the table and the graph, return on investment for Apollo Food Holdings Berhad from 2019 to 2021, we could analyze that in 2019, the company got 0.07%, while in 2020, it decreased, where it got only 0.05%, and increased again in 2021, where the company got 0.07%. Thus, it can be seen that although in 2020, there is a slight decline, but it does not affect the Apollo company, because in 2021, the return on investment of the Apollo company is back to increase and good.
Return on equity, ROE. ROE point for Apollo Holding Berhad during 2021, 7.33% compared to 2019 and 2020, only 7.11% and 5.90%. But the total percentage of these 3 years for Apollo Holding Berhad is considered poor, because the total percentage record is less than 10%. A return on equity of less than 10% is less appealing to investors. As a quick guide, investors can regard a ROE of around 40%, and anything below than 10% considered as unsatisfactory. Okay, next, debt ratio. A ratio larger than 1 shows that significant sum of debt are being repaid with the asset. However, Apollo Holding Berhad shows that the debt ratio for the year 2019 is 0.8 times, 2020 is 0.8 times also, and 2020 is 0.9 times. Although the company's debt is rising, they can still keep it below 1.0 times, indicating that the company has more assets than liabilities and is therefore less risky. This could be a company debt ratio strength. Okay, next, debt to equity ratio. A high debt to equity ratio suggests that a business is functioning poorly. Based on the table above, shows that Apollo Holding Berhad has an excellent debt equity ratio in year 2020 compared to other years, which is 0.08. This is because the debt equity ratio is less. If the debt of equity ratio of 0.5 and above, means that company use more liability than equity. In other words, the assets of the corporation are funded at a 2:1 ratio by investor to debtor. Lack of performance may also be a contributing factor to the company's decision to seek further debt funding. Next, for the fixed asset turnover. A higher turnover ratio indicates greater management of fixed assets, although there is no exact metric or range that indicates how well a company generates money from such investment. However, Apollo Holding Berhad generate in 2019 is 0.4 times, and for 2020 is 0.42 times, and 2021 is 0.41 times. At first, the fixed turnover assets slightly increased from year 2019 to 2020, but decreased in year 2021. For these 3 years, Apollo Holding Berhad are not able to attain the ratio above 1.0 times, and show that the company has not effectively used investment in fixed assets to generate sale. Last from my part is inventory turnover. A low turnover rate shows a poor sale and maybe excess inventory, whereas a high turnover rate shows either high sale or limited inventory. A high ratio of Apollo Holding Berhad could attain in these 3 years is 8.44, which is in 2020. This means that Apollo Holding Berhad sells out its entire inventory and replace it within 43 days period, which is remarkable for a company of Apollo's size and global reach. While in 2019 and 2021, Apollo Holding Berhad show a very drastic total decline, which is in 2019 just 0.93, and for 2021 just 0.95. Nevertheless, a high inventory turnover rate is caused by insufficient inventory, which may result in the company missing out on prospective sale.
Next, I will explain about external factor. For external factor, Apollo Food use Bester analysis to explain external factor. Bester analysis is one of the tools used to evaluate various external factors that have a significant impact on the company. For the first factor is political factor. Since Malaysia has a high rate of obesity, the government has taken the initiative by imposing sugar tax. Because sugar is one of the most important ingredients for Apollo, it will affect the manufacturing cost. Due to that, Apollo Food Holding is forced to increase product price, which will affect customer. Next is economic factor. Apollo Food Holding Berhad provide employment opportunities to local to support the local economy. It is the company policy to give local worker priority. With that, Apollo Food encourage the participant of local by providing a reasonable place for remuneration package and career development plans. As a result of this action, Apollo Food has managed to own 68.6% of local employees as of April 30, 2021 compared to 64.71% in 2020 of the company total permanent workforce. There is 4 points for social factor. Firstly, occupational safety and health. Apollo Food Holding Berhad provide a comfortable and safe workplace for employee, customer, supplier and contractor. This is also part of the responsibility to minimize the risk of the accident. Secondly, labour practice. The group continue to focus on developing great human resource in order to recruit and retain high caliber employees. Through successful human resource initiative, the company is committed to establishing a diverse, competent and devoted talented staff that will drive growth and offer value to the company. In addition, the board of directors is committed to creating a performance-based culture by empowering people to demonstrate their ability. Third is COVID-19. To avoid a spread of COVID-19, Apollo Food Holding Berhad establish and follow the Standard Operating Procedure (SOP) issued by MOH and other relevant regulatory organisations. And lastly, other social activity. Apollo Food is dedicated to giving back to the company. Following that, the company is dedicated to continuing to invest in community program and other corporate social responsibility effort to help enhance the community. For the technology factor, the company mission is to continually meet and exceed its client requests and expectations by utilizing the latest cutting-edge equipment and technology. To do this, the company sources only the finest natural ingredient from a small group of suppliers and make its product with cutting-edge technology. At the same time, the company must give internal training for the staff. Next, environment factor. Apollo Food Holding committed to following environmental law. With that, all scheduled waste generated by Apollo Food will be disposed for proper handling and final disposal. Apollo Food also adopt a reduce, reuse and recycle policy to demonstrate its value to the environment. Lastly, for legal factor, in order to maintain consumer loyalty to the product, Apollo Food Holding Berhad choose to consistently deliver high quality and safe compound chocolate. Apollo Food Holding Berhad also has developed quality assurance system that are halal certified, which imply the company has the opportunity to appeal to the market because they have the halal certificate, which is extremely important for Muslims.
Next, I will present about Porter 5 Force. For the first one is bargaining power of buyers. The competition in this field is fierce, and the company has multiple competitors in the market, including London Swiss Roll and Hua Thai Industry Berhad. Consumers want to try items based on flavor and price, so they can select from a variety of companies, making the company more competitive in the market. As a result, buyers' bargaining power is likely to grow further over time. The second one is substitute product of firm in other industry. Apollo Food face a significant threat from replacement product in other industry. Customer can quickly switch from bakery to other product based on their taste and preference. As a result, the threat of substitute in the business is strong, as buyer can quickly discover substitute product of highest quality or at more attractive rate. Other than that is bargaining power of supplier. Apollo Food supplier negotiating power is medium, because Apollo Food manufacturer bakery and confectionery product. It relies on a large number of suppliers for raw material. In Malaysia, sugar is a regulated commodity. As a result, Apollo Food Holding Berhad does not have to be concerned about rising sugar price, supplier failing to deliver goods on a schedule, and so on. The next is threat of new entrants. New entrants into the market will pose a significant threat to the industry. In the market, the company's size isn't particularly large. As a result, they don't actually need investors to fund their company. They simply need a few of them to keep it growing. The company would be able to enter and exit the market with easy. The last one is rivalry among existing firms. When there are a lot of competitors, low customer loyalty, and a product that can be easily replaced, competition is fierce. There are numerous strategies to acquire competitive advantage, including improving product uniqueness from competing brand, pricing policy, and so on. Consumer may have other options if they discover that there are other items that can be used to replace Apollo product.
SWOT analysis. For strengths, we have three. First, financial resources that are stable. Second, provide personnel with training and expertise. Lastly, the BOD took an active role in efficiently direct management. For weakness, first, shortage stable. Second, consumer stage has shifted. Third, the product quality. And lastly, they are efficient in their asset management. For opportunity, dia first use social media to promote the product. Next, acquire additional efficient certification such as halal and ISO. Lastly, maintain the item quality, distinctness. For trade, raw material price fluctuations. Then change in exchange rate of current currency, foreign currency, and lastly, liquid risk and operational risk are two types of risk. SWOT analysis. First, SO strategies, which is a strength plus opportunity. First, S1 plus O1 for strength, financial resource that are stable, plus opportunity, use social media to promote the product. This strategy, financial stable, can we use social media to promote the product? Next, S3 plus O2. For strange, the BOD took an activities role in efficiently directory management. For opportunity, acquire additional certification such as Halal and ISO. This strategy, through Halal and ISO certification, the board played an active role in management by establishing quality management system and quality assurance method. S2 plus O3 for strange, provide personnel with training and apparatus. For opportunity, maintain the item quality and distinctness. In this strategy, the company's skilled employee can increase product quality while keeping the item distinct flavor. Next, WO strategies, which is weakness plus opportunity. First, W1 plus 01 for weakness, shortage of labor. For opportunity, use social media to promote the product. This strategy, labor shortage can be product by offering more job opportunity on social media. Next, W2 plus O2. For weakness, consumer task has shifted. For opportunity, acquire additional certification such as Halal and ISO. This strategy, with the Halal and ISO accreditation system in place, company will be to develop healthy and good in near future and providing a lot of healthy consumers client. Level 3 plus O3 for weakness or product quality. For opportunity, maintain the item quality and distinctness. This strategy to avoid discrimination in product quality and privilege to goods. Next, ST strategy, which is strange plus trade. First, S1 plus T3. For strange, financial resources that are stable. For trade, liquidity risk and operational risk are two types of risk. This strategy, although the firm has quality and operational risk, it has steady financial resource which may continue to operate. Next, S3 plus T2. For strange, the BOD took an active role in efficiently direct management. For trade, change in the exchange rate of a foreign currency. This strategy, by negotiating improved term with supply, the BOD has made effort to reduce the risk of the price fluctuation. Next, S1 plus T2. Strange, financial resources that are stable. Trade, change in the exchange rate of foreign currency. This strategy, the firm can be straight and even its raw material price risk since it has consistent financial resource. For WT strategies, which is weakness plus trade. First, W3 plus T1. For weakness, the product quality. For trade, the raw material price fluctuations. This strategy, under the strict oversight, which price regularly mentioned and the quality of raw material unaffected by decreased buying price. W1 plus T2, the weakness, shortage of labor. The trade, change in exchange rate of foreign currency. This strategy, it is thought to empty foreign labor because of the shifting financial flow. Last strategy, W4 plus T3. Weakness, they are inflation in their asset management. For trade, liquidity risk and operational risk are two types of risk. This strategy, they must efficiently manage their asset in order to decrease liquidity and operational risk. That's all for me. Thank you.